All right, everybody, we're live, and it is me, Texas Hardcore, and you've got Juno 2000, and the one and only Mr. Sean is with us. And tonight we are going to show Kneecap. It's about some Irish rappers and some other things. This has got Michael Fassbender in here, and the funny thing is, he kind of or P. Rich kind of looks like him in this movie. But I've watched this movie 5 times already. I think it's fucking great. I hope you guys all do too. We got a huge crowd tonight. We have Chester Franklin in the house, Rosalia. We've got Kenny from Kenny's Movie Palace, Jim from Jim's Movie Channel. We've got Alan's here. We've got Brooke Sauce is in the house. So yeah, we got a good crew so far. As always, most of the hoods are in the house, and Ashton's here. So of course we'll have everybody coming in soon, I'm sure, and whatnot. And as Jim just said, holy shit, the Three Stooges are back.
The full CW.
A stooge, but
the Three Musketeers.
It's no more random letters. We have them all in place. The CWO's in place. But yeah, good evening, everyone. Wish I could see the chat. But yeah, this will be a first time watch for me. I've watched the trailer, and from what I was reading up on it, they were making it sound like it was like a musical, and I'm watching the trailer, I'm like, well, where's the musical part coming at? I just don't.
Well, it's not like a musical or anything like that. We're not watching fucking Wicked or anything like that, So,
it's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's a load of piece of shit musical movies out there.
Yeah, I'm not big on musicals. Even when I was forced to watch them when I was a kid, I was just like, I don't get this at all, man. But yeah, I guess if see, I can't see the chat right now, so I can't put my wrench to work. So obviously, if you see someone in the chat that's causing an issue, guess kick them the fuck out. Because I have no idea what's coming tonight.
Well, we're on alert, but anyway.
Hey, Kenny Movie Palace is here.
Yeah, and Kenny, yes.
What's up, Kenny?
Mentioned that Kenny was here. He's the Yam King. The Yam King is in the house.
Yeah, good evening to you, Kenny.
And we got Ginger Ninja in the house, and we're just missing Z and Shamarlos, a few others, the usual regulars that they'll straggle in or whatever. But something here, Jim says 4 ways to prove Jesus was Irish. 1, he lived home till he was 30. He went out drinking with his buddies on the night before he died. His mother thought he was God. And 4, he thought his mom was a virgin. All
right. Good stream. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night. We'll see you all in hell. But anyway, this is what we got going on tonight.
Tell me something about you. Something you've never told anyone else.
I'm a rapper. There are 80,000 native Irish speakers in Ireland.
Ní fuck. I chéad gan teanga ach lá náisiúm.
3 of us have become rappers.
You may know the words, but you don't understand the language.
When you real for horse from Kyo?
Josh, I go studio again.
What?
Because wrench beats.
Can you like? Well, you hear Abbey Roadie? Abbey what? Argus Shaw boys and Roland 808. You're a argue be as real like for Kyoto if we like grammar. When she's blast us, been the Darry Zealand hip hop. Good on your. Do I look like I want to read subtitles? 1, 2, 3.
Consider this here's the knock at the door before the knock at the door. Him and his wee pals' music. It's drawn attention from all the wrong places.
Nothing but a H-double-O-D, low-life scum.
We'll end up face down in an alley.
You have a life, a career, a future. Remember, I can take it all away from you like that.
Special delivery.
Hey!
No more music.
Every day I am not captured is a psychological victory against the occupiers.
Kneecap, so-called Irish language rappers promoting antisocial behaviour and violence.
Stay what's the talk of? Enough time, is this useless?
I never want to see you again.
I never want to see you again.
Well, look who it is. Bone thugs and no harmony.
But those hoots have to say this city doesn't need to be hearing.
He's here asserting his right to speak Irish.
A Belfast band has been criticised for chanting anti-British slogans.
Gach focal Gaelic literature.
A pillar, a skilter or some station a herring.
Boris Billy or Shillavik.
Why don't you just speak the Queen's English? Oh, come on, let's go. Men kan jo sier du fucking kringle Dr. Drainer again.
So, yeah, that's it. So, Irish gay porn, Michael. Damn. Yeah, that's one thing. Kenny, he says, "Holy cow! Thank the Lord for subtitles. Those accents are thick." And everybody, make sure that you have the fucking subs on them, because, I mean, even with the English that they do speak at times, you almost do need the subs, and they're speaking Gael most of the time. But just trust me, and Sean, you'll like this because there's a lot of drugs and there's jams.
Well, that's like the first thing I thought when I was watching the trailer. I was like, how am I going to understand with all these heavy accents? Like, what's going on? Like, I mean, regardless, like I can still work with all that, but when it's a movie I'm unfamiliar with and it's strong accents, I prefer to watch it on my own. But yeah, the trailer does look promising, and it's funny that you're doing a watch party for it, because I never see anybody talking about this movie, even though it is fairly new.
Well, it's like in that thing that I have about Ray Dennis Steckler, and Art Edinger says, who doesn't like, Ray Dennis Steckler? Assholes. So see, who doesn't like Kneecap? Assholes. So
Kneecaps and assholes.
Who doesn't fucking like Kneecap? Assholes. That's you.
Like I see that one guy in the movie, he's got an Irish ski mask on. I'm trying to look for one online and I can't find it now, like at all. I can't find. You think it'd be easy to find an Irish ski mask?
No, I can't either. I actually looked it up on Amazon because I was gonna buy one and wear it like the fucking stream. I can get plenty of fucking ski masks, but I can't get one like that for some fucking reason. I'll have to do some more digging, I guess. But yeah.
Of course they make one. Of course they make one with a Canadian maple leaf on it. Big fucking deal. But yeah, they have them in any color you want, but just not the Irish pattern flag or any real flag, I guess. I guess, who knows, maybe they'll turn it into a fucking racist hate crime or something just for wearing it.
Jason asked if he's an asshole for never hearing about this movie. No, sir, you are not. So, we are selective about, people, as you know, you're in the collective life, so no worries about that. And then
I think this one might outweigh an Irish ski mask.
Wow. Juno's close with like a ski mask, but he doesn't have You know, I could,
I'm like Daredevil, but an Irish version.
Yeah. I can't believe they got the fucking chin strap beard in there too.
that's fucking hilarious.
Oh shit! But yeah, that's probably the next best thing I could find as far as a Irish ski mask.
It's a great movie, Jason. I've watched the fucking thing 5 times, so that says a lot. You know, if I, you know, it's very rare that a movie will, you know, I might watch it once or twice and then wait a while, but I watched this thing 5 fucking times, almost close to 6 and 7, but I held off, you know, to watch it tonight. And then, of course, like, you know, one of the reasons I kept telling Jimmy to watch it, you know, and stuff, and fucking Jimmy's not here, you know. I should call him while we're live and say, where the fuck are you? Everybody's been waiting for you and shit, just to fuck with him. But he's probably, you know, not. If he's not here, you know, he's not. Something's going on. So I don't know. But he's like, I'll see you later for sure. You know, come all the way from Kneecap and fucking Jimmy's not here. You know. So
we're gonna have to kneecap that one another time.
right. But the last movie that I watched, like more than like, you know, a whole shitload of times, was Edgar Wright's the Sparks Brothers documentary and stuff. So I watched that well, actually I've seen it 8, because after I got the Blu-ray, I watched it an 8th time, but I watched it like 7 times. And,
now, is this a Netflix movie or something?
It's on Netflix, but it's not a Netflix movie.
I'm just curious if there's a physical release for it, which I'm having trouble finding.
I don't think there is yet. I mean, because I know they're finally releasing a soundtrack of it.
Yeah, it looks like it's only available to like digitally buy or download or whatever.
Yeah, and all that, but you know, what movie has it? So
I'm sure over time you'll hear something about someone releasing it.
But in the meantime, there's also this. Johnny's in the fucking house. Damn.
And no, Johnny, it's actually quite balmy in my garage tonight. I'm not freezing tonight. Thank you. And my schlong thanks you too.
Yo, Johnny.
For a second there, I was like, did I get kicked off the panel?
No, you didn't. It's Chester says it's on YouTube and Prime, but you know, I know you gotta pay for that shit, so you know. What we want is free. No, I'm just kidding, but you know.
Like now that I'm looking at this guy's ski mask in the movie, it almost looks like it was homemade. I wouldn't be surprised if someone had their mother knit it up or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe I couldn't find one. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
I know. And then like I find one that says Ireland on it and it's just completely orange. Like, okay, I could go to the hunting section and get an orange fucking ski mask. Like, what the fuck?
I found all sorts of, you know, weird ones on Amazon, but like there was this one where you could get like 6 of them for like $15, you know, all different colors. And there's some weird ones though. There's some that say like daddy on them and fucking you know, and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? You know, it's like, this is too fucking weird.
Maybe that's for like homeless couples, you know, and they get cold and they want to get kinky.
There he is.
Yeah,
Jimmy's in the fucking house now. You know.
Hey, Jimmy.
But yeah, I mean, there's some weird ones. Like one has, I think, a $ shit or something. But I'm like, no, that's not, that's not for me, or anything. But they're, how that goes.
Yeah, I was expecting to find one like right away, and I was like, damn.
I mean, it'd be nice, but I mean, I guess they also don't, sell like American flag style either, So, that's kind of a good thing though, because it'd be all those people robbing 7-Elevens and shit with, with stuff, Is it 7? No, it's 11. But yeah, I'm gonna get this started in just a little bit. Runs about, about an hour and 45, close to it, and all that stuff. But like like I said, word of warning: be sure to put the subs on. And I noticed also, if you're going to do Look Movie, when you do the subtitles, when you click English, they have these different ones. Hit number 2. The number 1 is it's not caught up with the movie. It's kind of behind, stuff like that. So
See, that's why I always stayed away from subtitled movies on there, because the subtitles are always out of sync. So I just usually chalk it up and just cut my losses there.
well,
But
see, I did it. I did the work for everybody, so they didn't have to go, what the fuck. So
yeah, see, that's just the challenging part of doing foreign language movies for watch parties. It sounds good in your head, but once you finally do it, it doesn't always work out as planned. But you can't just always hold that as an excuse to not do them. But I mean, I try to avoid them, but eventually you got to get to those kind of movies. There's just too many good foreign language movies to ignore.
that is correct. I mean, hell, you were even going to do Dial Code Santa, and if that fucking thing would have worked.
Yeah, see, like I couldn't find somewhere to watch the movie, and then it was like in January, Look Movie gets it. It's like, a month later they finally get it up there.
Well, we can still always do it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely down to do that.
Dial codes. At least they won't. Somebody isn't doing a remake of that or anything.
Yeah, not yet.
Like remakes of those are just horse's ass. Like look at the Martyrs remake, look at the Inside remake, they fucking suck.
Yeah, I don't really understand, like, especially those, because they're not like big Hollywood budgets, and it's just like, who are you trying to satisfy with these remakes?
So I found on Amazon for $11. I'll have to try to look it up and see, but not bad.
Can you say that again?
Alan, he just sent me a picture, and it's of the Irish balaclava mask, and it's like $11. So it does exist.
Okay.
I don't know why I couldn't find it, but I'll have to like look at it later, and stuff. And
yeah, I guess if you dig deep enough, you'll find what you're looking for.
And we got Mike's DVD and Blu-ray collection in the house.
Hey, Mike.
Good to see you, Mike. Thanks for coming in and everything.
What's up, Mike? Yeah, I can't see the chat, so that's why I can't interact with anybody down there in the chat.
We'll do your work so you won't have to.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll get this started in just a few. Everybody kind of get set, and we'll blast off here in a little bit.
Johnny.
4 weeks. 20 papers, that's $2 plus tip.
Gee, Johnny, I don't have a dime. Sorry.
Didn't ask for a dime. $2.
Well, it's funny. See, my mom had to leave early to take my brother to school and my dad to work because...
$2. Cash.
Yeah. So you better pay it, you know.
That kid means business.
I'm like the
Hey,
guy
where else
in.
did he get the money for that fucking switchblade comb?
I'm like that guy in Terminator 2. Fuck you, you little dipshit. Dipshit? Did you call Ma a dipshit?
But you know, always as it goes.
I have seen weird things come, and I have seen weird things go. The weirdest thing I ever saw, just to cap it off.
It's hard to not see him as you when I watch that, you know. Like, dude, shit like that happens sometimes. I'll be watching something, I'll be like, oh, that's right. That's the internet. That's not what I'm watching right now.
Well, I am better looking than he is, so you know it works out.
Make a post about it.
I think Chester's drunk. He's saying, "What you doing here, dipshit?" Okay, well, if you've missed the, last 35 minutes or 25 minutes or however fucking long we've been going, you know. It's like when Sly Stone was at Coachella and he played like about 15 minutes and then he says, "Yeah, we've been playing for over 45 minutes now," and he gets up to go leave and people are like, "The fuck you have?" You know. But yeah, you know, we gotta get you know, a little bit of Juno in here.
This is where the law stops, and I start.
Still waiting for Johnny to make the full-length movie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that'll be a good movie. Much better than that piece of shit Snow White movie. Juno Cobra should be the one that go in theaters. Fuck that movie.
Yeah, it should be like a partnered co-director type thing with Johnny and Wilford Brimley.
Yep, Wilford will be a part of it.
Diabetes.
Hey, you know, I am part of the beat club, so I can't, you know, go too far on that, you know. But that's always, you know, kind of fun having to, you know, give myself Ozempic shots and take a shitload of medicine. You know, it's all fun.
And you can watch the infomercials until your eyes bleed.
Well, you know, it's like it's all fun and games when like some kid dies and pin the tail on the donkey, you know. I won't tell you how, but, you know, here we go. I don't fucking like football. I don't.
Hey guys, want to go whitewater rafting in Halloween 5?
The CWO
have asked me to take this opportunity to say, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
And we've got Anthony.
Now I'm kind of disappointed that the Toonie Terrors Michael Myers doesn't come with a little a float, little boat float, whitewater rafting for the toy.
You should just make a paper boat, and when I go, you'll float too.
It would probably be more effective than anything that NECA would give us.
Anyway, we've got Anthony in the house, and he's up to 2010 in his memoir, so he's getting there.
Hey, Anthony.
What's up there, Anthony, the memoir monster?
So, all right. Well, I hope everybody's gotten ready and all that stuff, because I'm gonna throw out the 10 countdown and all that, and we're gonna get this thing started and stuff. So, all right, here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Press play, bitches.
All right, press play, bitches.
Yeah. Guys, can't forget about the Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz 10-second ad.
Oh yes, that's right. But since I'm not, watching it with a 10-second ad, so sorry, everybody. But yeah, there's a 10-second ad if you're on there. I think most people know that though when they start. Hopefully.
But we did hit play, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I mean, I did. I just wasn't. I was like, wait, I gotta make sure.
Yeah. I got through the fucking ad. Yeah.
You know what? Every fucking story about Belfast.
Oh yeah, and the subtitles, the second one, right?
Yes, sir.
English 2.
Not this one.
Yes, English 2.
That's not the start.
When I hear English 2, it just makes me immediately think of like slang, like Urban Dictionary or something. Yeah, it looks like that works much better.
Well, I think they did a lot of improvements because you were telling me sometimes you have to just pause and stop. But the last few times we've watched something older, I have never had any problems. So I think they did some improvements.
Yeah, I think it comes down to people's connections and devices too, though. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to say. I know some people can't even access Look Movie.
The weather's been pretty good here, Chester. I don't know about your end, but yeah, it's been all right.
They're screaming at the helicopter, fuck off!
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to have a christening, and the fucking peelers show up and fucking try to ruin it.
They're giving the helicopter the finger and shit. Is there a specific time period where this takes place, or it's just modern with the story?
Yeah, I just say it takes place probably around 2018, 19, or whatever.
Okay.
They don't really specify it, but I mean, this bit with the kids was probably like the late 80s, I would assume, or early 90s or whatever. But everybody in the church is
That's genius. Whatever that fucking thing is that the priest swings around with the smoke, they put weed in there and lit that shit up.
And as my brother, nothing gets between us kids and religion.
Yeah, Chester, you can never depend on the fucking weatherman for shit. You'll like this bit, Sean, on the bus. Shit's great.
The fuck are these people wearing?
Like my Spanish lessons aren't that bad. It's usually about cats driving cars or sometimes, or other shit, but nothing about walking to the market with a sow. And it's more or less. I know there are a few of them, and so. Alan? Did you click on 2? But you have Netflix. Why don't you? I thought you had it. You said till the 25th.
They lied.
Jim says the power went out at his place. Tornado sirens are going off. He's gonna sign off again, but we'll keep everybody informed if if he have to see the wizard. All right, Jim. Be careful out there.
Careful, Jim.
Or
Yeah,
or something. And, just be careful of them.
I know this school teacher. I've seen him in movies before. I just don't know his name.
Actually, that's their. Well, I don't want to spoil it, so you'll have to see it.
The guy that was like teaching a class there, now he's at a pub or something.
I don't know if he's See, he's got one of those sort of familiar faces, but I don't know if he's actually acted in anything besides this.
He looks like somebody I've seen before.
I'm right there. It's not the potato famine. Don't joke about the potato famine too soon. Thanks, Jim. It's great, that you're here and everybody else is here and whatnot, and hopefully we'll see you back in and stuff. See, that's perfect. They put that in the movie, Sean. Do I look like I want to fucking read subtitles?
I did see that in the trailer too.
Indian cunt.
Who the fuck says the Queen's English?
Respond in a sectarian frickin' Irish. I have to say something along the lines of May the stone of the sea be on top of your head. You do get there a lot quicker with
Yeah, fuck off is a lot quicker and more effective.
Right. Yeah, English too is is better because it's all caught up and all that.
Yeah, I haven't had an issue with it. It's working. I wonder what the other English ones do. Like, do like the words like jump around and stuff and do tricks for you?
They might. Yeah. English 3 will start playing fucking Jump Around by House of Pain. I used to change the lyrics to that to fuck around, up and down. Get up and get down, fuck around.
It translates everything in bagpipes.
Okay, and remember, got fucking feeling of orchard.
So I wonder what the benefit is of watching a Western from the point of view of the Indians.
Well, because they all got fucked.
It's like, have a heart for the Indians, because nobody else will.
Anyway, 3 years after going on the Arlo fell dead.
The queef's English, and then fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the queef of an Englishman. And then Chester says the one English. See, there you go, Sean. Cowboys were proper cunts. Yeah, they use the C word a lot in this, so we'll probably be using the C word a lot tonight.
Yeah, they love using the C word over in the UK, and they really do like that one. I don't think I've ever heard anyone ever say, "You speak Irish." Like, what?
Well, because there's an Irish
Gaelic?
native language. That's why,
Is it like Gaelic, I guess? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they call it Gael, That's what a lot of this movie's about, because they were gonna see, Jason says they use cunt as a friendly gesture, like hello. And that's what I usually do as well. But yeah, it's part of what the movie's about how the British tried to sort of make the Irish, not use their native language and stuff like that.
Yeah, contain hun, bloody damn buttering Nazi pig.
Top of the morning to you there, you frosty cunt.
One thing I noticed that they don't say fuck off, it's like fuck up. You know, it's just it's like, okay.
The sheet of fucking leprechaun heads and acid. Because these two idiots probably think it's just a bookmark.
No, he knows what it is. He, you know, she didn't see it. You know.
Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. It's just a basic principle of justice. Notwithstanding.
When you guys watched Boondock Saints the other day, I caught the replay of the stream. I couldn't make it there the night of.
Yeah, we watched Boondock Saints.
Yeah, you know, Juno had been wanting to see that for quite a while, so and it was St. Patty's Day and everything, so
Right.
so he was able to take the book, you know, so nobody noticed.
I don't even like, you know, like they don't even know what the fuck that is. Like besides the guy with the book, but like I don't think you have to be all that discreet about it. It's just like
would
fucking.
know, though. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You could have been like, it's from a coloring book.
Yeah. So the whole deal, like with his mom, is that since the dad is presumed dead, you know, she doesn't want to ever leave the house or go anywhere and things of that sort.
Yeah.
Taint Patty's Day and Taint Panties Day. There you go. That's a new holiday. Yeah, you know the Taint Panties Day. That's going to be when Chester gets really drunk, and he's going to be wearing like several pairs of panties on his head that he's able to skirmish off of several young women, and you know he'll be you know dancing around on a table and stuff.
Yeah, we can recall the holiday Saint Mardi Gras Day.
So he decides to get his turntables out and do that rhyme, because that's basically what's in the book, where like the, you know, rhymes. He's going to help start their rap career.
I still can't believe you threw that acid out in the trash. I would have kept that. That would have probably took that like sparingly for the rest of my life. Like, oh yeah, they got a whole sheet of acid over here. I'll just take one of these today.
See, and it's actually funny that he's using a sample from Jump Around too, you know.
Yeah. It's like slowed down or something.
Well, he's just using that bagpipe there with a, you know, that stuff, you know. Talking about shaving his balls and all sorts of funny things. So here's when Fassbender kind of looks like P. Ridge. If he had like a full beard going and stuff, you know.
Is a psychological against the occupier. That's the operation.
Speaking Irish will get your face down in an alley.
Yeah. Well, you probably didn't understand the joke he said about the beach and the thing. You know, what do you call an Irishman on the beach? Bobby Sandals, because there was a guy named Bobby Sands when they were the IRA back in the early '80s when they were, you know, blowing up shit and doing a bunch of stuff. This guy Bobby Sands went on like this fast, you know, and people were pissed because nobody would feed him, but that was his whole deal. And he died in fucking jail. He was like kind of like a freedom fighter for Ireland and shit.
I don't think I ever heard of the guy.
Michael Assbender.
I'd like to see the look on his face when you say that to him, as if he's probably heard it a million times.
Rosie always has the cherry on top, you know.
Yep.
Or you could call him Michael Lassbender. He's good at bending over the lassies.
Yeah, there you go.
Michael Lassbender.
The
I'll
last
bend over the lassie for you.
The last fair bender.
No parking, your car will be burnt. I mean, you know, I think if every sign said that, I think people will pay attention to it and obey it a bit more.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I know I would think about, you know, just double parking for 15 seconds. I'd be like, wait, no. The car's going to get taking that shit seriously.
Born in our genetic code, post-traumatic stress disorder, psychological reverberations. AHD ODD. The last queef vendor. Yeah. Chester says the last one bender. That's one of Juno's independent projects.
Yep.
Mickey. Looks like he's got this weird fucking Tourette's tick every time he climaxes.
Yeah, this girl, like Georgia, she gets like totally off on him fucking speaking Irish to her and shit. You know.
Yep. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't say "fuck ass."
I mean, like, would it really be considered Tourette's? Like, I mean, a lot of people scream fucked up shit when they're climaxing.
Well, he said it's sort of like a Tourette's type thing. He's trying to explain it. You know. The right to attack in order to defend yourself. Oh, this part's fucking great. Did you watch this already, Juno?
Yeah, I saw it earlier. It's pretty good. Kind of has the Boondock Saints language.
Yeah.
A lot of cursing and Irish tone around it.
Just fucking awesome, this bit. Rangers are fucking shite.
Oi.
Fuck ass.
Little red. So Jimmy says, Juno, when you hit it big in the movie business, would you put him in a 10-second cameo? You deserve more than a 10-second cameo, man.
I would have you more than a cameo. I would have you more in a part in the film.
Yeah, we'll have you more than a cameo. We'll have you as a Romeo.
I think it would be perfect. Like Jimmy's at a bar and he takes like a shot of whiskey, he pours it on his chest hair and lights it on fire.
Now that's a sensation.
Yeah. This is the best car stunt work I think I've seen since the French Connection. Just kidding, but you know. It's pretty awesome though, you know.
FBI agent came by the bar. He let me cook. He let me cook. Oh, he fucking gave me this. Fuck ass.
And he's fucking playing that like a flute and then throwing it back at him. Fucking awful.
Fucking bollocks. Fuck bollocks.
No kind who listens to hip hop speaks Irish. Romeo and Juliet. There we go. There's actually this fucking show like with this girl named Balin Dupree, and she speaks fucking I mean, she's got Tourette's, and it's her Tourette's is weird. Not like a lot of the people I've seen with Tourette's. You know, not that I've seen a lot of them, but enough. She'll go into this weird shit where she'll like, she'll be like yelling, "You're done, you're done," and then all of a sudden she'll go, "Little baby weenie," and it's just like, all right, where the fuck is that coming from? Nah, it's all good, Rosie. You know, she said, "My love to anyone with that affliction. I just kid around. You gotta laugh sometimes, of course. You know, this is a humorless free zone, so you can have all the humor you want, and you don't have to get chastised for anything. I mean, if something went too far, I'd say, hey, cut it. So it's all good." I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, who the fuck can you laugh at?
So it's really just these two guys?
Yeah, they're the two, the two rappers and stuff, and he becomes their DJ and stuff.
Okay.
Because basically in that book where the rhymes and shit that the one guy was writing, so that's why he got the turntables out, because he wanted to see if he could put music to it and stuff. So now they're getting high as fuck when they should be recording, stuff.
No, now he's taking the acid.
Doing like MDMA and shit like that. It's fucked up.
Guilty conscience, no facts, premeditated.
He goes back into the trash and gets the acid.
He's looking for that sheet of acid he threw out.
there with the musical instruments, Sean, I figured you might start having some Gregory's Girl flashbacks. He's kind of embarrassed, because of his girlfriend being there and shit, and he's like,
Yeah, he doesn't want to be caught dead with those two. What the fuck? Flashback scenes are great in this.
At least I've never woken up in a garage having like pissed myself, and stuff. So it's like, there's that.
I know I've woken up in a garage before, but usually for a reason and without piss. He's still fucking high a little bit.
Yam alert! Yam alert!
Spill your secrets inside me, you Fenian cunt. Celtics are fucking shite. Having an argument while fucking.
No, she's just all into, him yelling, having his little, as he said, Tourette's type deal, and stuff.
Next thing you know, she'll be yelling for his yang and his yang.
There's this one scene where like she's mad at him and they're both up against like this wall. And so I did a face swap on that with like me and Moonbeam and sent it to her. She's actually, what movie is this from?
Stop moving. Irish. What the fuck is that? In Irish. Why Irish? Why not?
Now we're getting the origin of Kneecap.
Yeah. Yeah, Mela Anderson.
If it wasn't for this, translator, teacher, DJ, whatever you want to call them, like these two would not. They would have no clue how to, go forward and get their shit together here with their musical talents. I guess you could say.
Right.
Like I mean, I don't know the first bit of what Irish hip hop sounds like, even if there is an actual scene. But the style of this music doesn't seem very modern to me. It just seems like it's like maybe like somewhere early '90s, something like that.
Well, I mean, they're just getting started. It'll it'll get there. See, like this young girl working the bar. She starts sending out shit to people. Stuff.
Man, that girl's got big ass eyebrows. Holy shit.
Yo, MTV kneecaps. Yo, MTV pasta. Whamala Anderson, Whammo. Your slip and slide through Whammo and your frisbees. And not charged.
Bone Thugs and No Harmony. This is us, we are us.
How the fuck do you pronounce that? All right, isn't it? Whammo Queefy, that's funny, you know.
I guess that's like one way to distract like an older Irish guy. You start bringing up like Britons and everything, they get all fucking disgruntled and everything and distracted.
Right. And we got Derek from the Woo Riders here. He says
Hey,
one
Woo.
thing. He says one thing is for sure, pussy will definitely change a man. Well, you know, if you've got a lot of cats, it will. That's for sure. And then he says that pussy best be spitting out dollar bills. Well, I'd say are made of gold, you know. But, you know. Anyway.
Better be spitting out something.
I thought this was fucking great. This is like we're just gonna skip the part where we got our bollocks kicked in. Fuck, they got Pop-Tarts there in Ireland.
You know what movie I'd like to do a watch party for? I haven't seen in a while is Snatch.
I'd be down for that.
Snatch.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
be
that's
down
a
for
fun
Snatch.
one.
I'd be down for fucking Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah, that's another one I haven't seen
Yep.
in a while. That's Guy Ritchie, right?
Yeah, both of them. Yeah,
Those are his
Yeah.
first two movies.
yeah. The only Guy Ritchie movie I won't watch is his remake of Swept Away, and that's just because, you know, he was drugged or something by the Illuminati to marry Madonna and make that movie. I'll just leave it like that. I mean, the last fucking time I saw Madonna a few years ago, she did some video where she was in a bathtub and she looked like she had some work done on her eyes and she looked like she was fucking Japanese. You know, it was weird as fuck.
Kind of
Get
looking
another
like the
one
crypt.
with fat lips now.
Kind of looking like the crypt keeper now.
I don't know why, like every female celebrity, the older they get, their fucking lips get fatter, which is probably for a reason.
Well,
Probably the
Cher,
same. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Cher looks good, and besides, I won't let anyone knock Cher because she was very, very kind to my mother at a book signing and stuff. So, you know, held my mom's hand and was very, very nice to her, which you wouldn't expect from, you know, a lot of people, you know.
I like Cher. She's a lot
I've been
better
to
than.
the level,
She's a lot fucking better actress than fucking Madonna, in my opinion.
It'll be 20 minutes before it kicks in properly. So now they got a full house, you know, at the pub, and they're all fucked up as shit.
That's another thing too. If you're not used to ketamine, it can make you hallucinate.
And the DJ's just like, what the fuck? Like, with his mask on, looking around like, holy shit. Japanese dirty kneecaps, that's right. then he just throws a whole shitload of drugs out to the audience and shit.
I know if I was watching this performance, I'd be like, I gotta ask those guys what they're on. Then there goes the whole handful of drugs thrown into the crowd. I guess that answers that.
Fucking the bitch, you know, tells her, you know, you got a warrant, and then she fucking shoots the thing, gives her the finger, you know. So I mean, I wouldn't, you know, want some cunt coming into my place and asking me why the fuck do I don't have any shoes on a rack and shit like that. It's like, none of your fucking business, bitch.
I know. I would open the door. I would just open the door and point at it, be like, "You can get the fuck out of here now."
It's like, you want to fucking wear a pantsuit, you know? You want to wear my clothes?
Then again, I never would have let her inside anyway.
Right. So those are rad fuckers, you know, like messed up the bar and shit. And that poor barsman, you know, his uncle or whatever thinks it's like kids and it's, you know, and shit. Yeah, how do you take your tea in a cup or straight in the face?
What is this lady, like a detective?
Yeah. She was the
Like,
one
what
that
did they
was at,
do?
she was the one when the DJ was being the interpreter that night and stuff.
I just don't understand. Like, what did these kids do? That detectives looking for
She's
them.
not really wanting that. She's not really wanting them. She's wanting the one kid's dad. You know, they're looking for Arlo because they don't think he's dead, which of course he's not. But that's the deal.
Oh,
hey,
right.
We got Brian Goes Blue and Coco too. Brian's in the house. Doing
Hey,
good,
what's up,
Brian?
Brian?
Hope
Brian.
everything's going well. So they're having this memorial service for Arlo because it's been sort of like 10 years that he's supposedly been dead and everything, and you know, whatnot.
Republicans against drugs. They're here today to honor the memory of Arlo. Now the wee boy. The actions of Arlo Carolyn against the imperialist state were a lesson to me to follow my dreams. But my dreams were about.
It's so fucked up, that guy, to say that he was like a dad to him when he's like saying that right in front of his son, you know, and shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's basically trying to, you know, they're trying to act like, you know, they're terrorists or anti-terrorists or whatever the fuck, and that he was a hero or whatever and shit, you know.
Their actions are to be considered like Laura or Carolyn would have wanted.
Yeah, Rosie, I thought Z would be here, you know. He and I would be trading some Irish barbs, you know, and whatnot.
Is that okay, officer? Would you mind stepping out of the vehicle for a breathalyzer, sir?
Stepping out for a breathalyzer.
Hey, Chris C, the former is in the house.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
What about you?
And her whole line, you know, it's just that deal with the father discovered the Beatles, unless the Beatles were shit, you know. No, I don't mind that Toxic Avenger trailer. Actually, you know, I want to see it. I did watch the new Street Trash today and thought that was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Nothing like South Africans, you know, getting these big old bubbles and blowing up.
I did see the trailer for Street Trash, but yeah, I haven't given much thought to actually watching it.
I mean, if you're gonna go Dinklage, you know, you don't go full Dinklage, so should be all right.
So is that going to even come out this year, or are they going to delete that motherfucker?
Hopefully it's coming out now. I mean, at first they said it wasn't coming out. You know, it was going to come out. Then they said no, that it wasn't, and so
Because
I guess now it is. So
that's good. Because last year I did a poll of movies that people were like voting, like which is your movie you're looking forward to, and I put the Toxic Avenger on there, and I thought that was supposed to come out last year. But I'm just glad it's finally coming out.
Isn't that guy from Blue Ruin supposed to be directing it?
that I'm not sure of, but that would make it even better for me. Shit.
I can't access it right now to look up that info because it'll cut into the movie, but I'll try to get that info if I can. Last I heard of anything, I know he had like some kind of hand in the movie. He might even be directing it. I don't know. This girl just making out with the closest guy.
Well, yeah, because when the one guy showed his ass and it said Brits out, see, this is a
You don't get to come in late. I was fucking bored here. I don't mean you, Georgia.
What a nut.
See, that was where I did that face swap thing, but not when they were kissing, but close enough. But I think she liked it, because if she didn't, she wouldn't have asked me about it.
Yeah, maybe she was just finding a way to say Brits out.
What's happening, Georgia? Fuck up.
We have bigger issues to tackle in our society than fawning over a language spoken by less people in Northern Ireland than Polish.
You should say that as something to be proud of. The language of this island has been driven to near extinction.
Type the name Kneecap into the internet. So-called Irish language rappers promoting drug use, antisocial behaviour, and violence. One even wears a balaclava and called himself DJ Provi. This is the true face of the Irish language.
An Irish interpreter becoming an Irish DJ. What are the chances, bro? Oh, look who's back. Michael Rossi Bender. Or maybe it's David from Alien Covenant. Yeah, I think that's the last time I've seen him in a movie. Besides this one.
He's got that new one with Kate Blanchett called Black Bag that looks pretty good. It's like a spy film.
Okay.
Well, there is a movie on Netflix, that one called Killer. They spell it out, Killer.
Right. I didn't see that, but I do remember seeing the trailer for that.
That's fucking great, man. Oh.
Unacceptable. This operation will not be
Operation? There is no operation. Jesus, you're like
I just kind of wish they continued Covenant.
It's still possible to get done, but
Yeah, because that left off in a cliffhanger, like, and also adding a twist to it. So, like, it might connect to, like, whatever the next Romulus movie is.
yeah, I don't know what they'll do with that. But I guess once Ridley Scott decides that he wants to stop being lazy and stop producing and actually direct again, I guess we'll find out.
He actually, on Apple TV, there's a new series that started called Dope Thief, and he's like the writer and stuff for it, I guess. And he directed the first episode. I didn't think it was too bad. It's not. It's all right. It's kind of fucked up, but it's good.
Yeah, I saw a teaser for that. I don't know if I'll get around to checking it out.
I didn't even know he was behind it, until I watched that first episode, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, he's always busy doing something. That's for sure. But I'm kind of looking forward to season 2 of The Last of Us. That looks like it's going to be pretty good.
I still need to watch that first season.
I was really surprised by it, and I'm like really tired of like virus movies and zombies and shit being turned into fucking TV shows. But that was pretty good. It's a little bit different than your typical like Walking Dead bullshit.
Yep.
So see, that turns out to be her aunt and everything.
That's good. The irony.
Yeah. But Georgia doesn't know it.
Like every time I hear them saying peeler, I'm thinking of them like peeling potatoes or something.
Well, that's kind of what It's about.
Is it really?
Well, you know how you were saying you're tired of zombies and this and that. I'm just kind of tired of Pedro Pascal. It's like,
Same here.
motherfuckers everywhere. You know, it's like
He's like Timothy Chalamet. I'm fucking tired of that motherfucker too.
this bit was pretty fucked up because she thought that or he thought that she was probably gonna plug him, and stuff, and not in a good way.
That'd be great if she took the ski mask and put it on and was like, now do me.
You didn't even know. You believe that? But the same one as always. It's green or it's brown. Nobody likes brown. Some people like brown. I like brown.
Mix green and orange, you get brown. I like brown.
Band criticized for chanting anti-British slogans at a city centre bar, where Prince William has published 24 years previously.
How's your mom, Sean?
Oh, she's doing all right.
That's good to hear.
Recovering from surgery, but there's not much she can do. She's just got to go through the healing process at this point. But other than that, everything's fine though.
But that's the one she had been waiting for a while, right?
No, this was something that this is like for this was supposed to help her with her actual nerve damage, but the other one, as far as her leg being too swollen, I think that's still being considered, whether it's a 50-50 thing. Whenever she relays that to me, I'll know more about that, but this is supposed to be something that's supposed to help her with nerve damage.
Okay. Did she take any sort of diuretic or anything?
I don't know, but I just know that my mom takes way too many fucking pills. She's on at least 3 a day for her heart. She misses one of those 3 pills, she'll die. But she's on all these other medications that she doesn't need to be taking. So my mom's one of those people where if the doctor tells her to jump off the bridge, she'll do it. She'll do it twice.
Well, I hate to hear that. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think my mom's like indestructible, man. Like all the shit she's been through. I'm just like, I don't think she's ever gonna die. But yeah, other than that, she's doing all right though.
I guess sometimes change happens on the down Can't control what's gonna happen right now. But you can be sure as fuck it's gonna rack something.
So I guess the father's just like lurking in the shadows, keeping an eye on their career.
Sort of, He's got this whole, he's created this whole mythology about him since he's not really dead. He just wants to see if people will always remember him and all this other kind of shit,
It seems like it's the right time for him to come back with all eyes focused on them two.
Right.
You know, doing their rap thing. It's like, you know, no one's keeping an eye on him now, even though they really shouldn't be anyway.
Right.
Just gonna leave it here.
What's up with this claymation scene?
Because they're on drugs again.
Take a play or a left. When you're in a rapid Suraha, you're getting a hard eye people. In a million plays, the year got killed or the Brabbies are being on it. So, Ganari get radio. $10 of our killed or in a Camp Church you have to hear. For the bread, the snurch ass and chunsko gap playing. The word struss play rock. It's a cock of winning less. Bearing the living studio. And off to the studio we went. Or at least.
Alright, I will be right back. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Shamarlos. Marlos is in the house.
Scott.
He ate Taco Bell. So there we go. He
Beefy
ran for the border.
Beefy crunch. Extra spicy.
Ashton, you say you hate found footage, but there's been found footage of you in the van. I didn't say that. What did you have, Shamarlos? What did you get? Jimmy and I ate at Taco Bell on Sunday.
Did Taco Bell had a new Mountain Dew drink or some shit?
Oh, dude, they got this fucking you can get. Well, yeah, I guess there's a new one coming out or something, but they have this like the Baja Blast. You can get either the zero sugar or the one with sugar, and they put like this fucking this like a shot of cream in it, and they call it like the dirty Baja or something. And it's really fucking good. It costs like an extra 20 cents, but it's fucking worth it.
Does it taste different or something, or what? Like, does it add flavor?
Yeah, because it's like this, like it's like it's kind of with the cream in it. You just kind of stir it up, and it tastes, kind of creamy and stuff. It's
Okay,
actually really good.
I have to try that.
It does sound a little gross, Rosie, but it's not. It's actually really good because it's not over like flowing to where it's like almost like drinking milk or something with it. It's not. It's like a flavored cream or something, almost like putting whipped cream in it or something. So now since the studio's burned down, he got his Roland 808 out so they can make that track to be on the radio and stuff and whatnot. Yeah, those are good, Chester. I tried the new like caliente grilled chicken burrito, and that fucker was hot. It was a lot hotter than I expected it was going to be. It was good, but it was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
But is that new Mountain Dew drink, like the red one they keep announcing, is that like during the summer or is it in
I think
May?
maybe. I think it's coming soon, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll do it different though. They'll put it out in some markets in some states, and then once they see how it goes, they'll bring them to all the states and stuff like that.
Okay.
So basically, he's telling them that he can't work with them anymore and all this other stuff and shit, and they're pissed,
I put like they should have been like learning from him throughout this whole process.
I think they were, but they weren't putting it to use because, drugs and rapping don't mix. Just kidding. Yeah, I wouldn't eat Taco Bell before a date. And these fucks set them up, but they're recording this deal. So this guy's been, I guess, hoarding their fucking drugs and shit, and now he's telling them that they're not going to make any more music. They're going to sell drugs for those dickheads, even though they're supposedly the radical Republicans against drugs.
We're certainly not radical Republicans against making money because being radical, your towel was costs a pretty penny. Price of stamp tax is not too good. That's like some fucker. Maybe you should. Gary says it. You're going to keep on it. Look at me, right?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up the way that somebody was going to tell you, like, oh, well, you can't be a musician, but you're going to sell drugs.
Right.
You're not his father. Anyway, hey, Brad from 4K Tent Revivals in the house. Always good to
Hey,
see
Brad.
you, sir.
What's up, Brad? I think we're on the final half hour.
Yeah, it's almost getting out. See, obviously they still have fucking phone booths and we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, well, be careful, Brad. Jim from Jim's movie channel was here earlier and he said that this power was cutting in and out and stuff, and there were fucking sirens going off. So, to see the music teacher, he sees a bunch of the kids, rapping to this stuff. Jimmy says he's like 7-Eleven. He might not be doing business all the time, but he's always open. In Jimmy's case, that's for a firefight. What? I think that one guy, the guy that's the dean with the big old curly Einstein hair and shit, is pretty fucking cool. Well, hopefully nobody's gonna die or anything like that, you know. Can't have any of the fam, you know, going out on us.
Looks like he admitted to the kneecap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He was the one that showed his ass where it said "Bread's out," not the two guys, you know. The 7-Eleven samurai. Which part of unemployed musician does that work for?
And with talks of instalment up and running still at a deadlock today, and law yard Irish language rights march will further amp up the pressure on politicians to find a resolution to the long-running dispute. And now it's the track of the week, and I'm so excited to time on the airwaves.
What did they do to the music?
Well, they basically told him they couldn't play it, so they played something else. See, but that's when his mother decides, you know, she's gonna get off her ass and fucking get out of the house and fucking, you know, start a war with these fucks, you know, and stuff.
I was wondering what it was gonna be that was gonna get her up off her ass to do something in this movie. Gotta put on your Sunday's best.
Thanks, Chester. Chester says he's got to get to bed, and thanks for the stream as always, and good to
Thanks
see
for stopping by, Chester.
Yeah, the CWO back. And also, Sean, when you went on your little bathroom break, they all said, you know, prayers for your mom and everything and stuff. I hope she feels better.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you all very much. And yeah, take care, Chester. Take care, man.
Rosie says, "Is it Sam and the Shams? That song, Wooly Bully." Not really the samurai, but Sam the Sham. He was from here, him and Doug Sam, and I forget what fucking band he used to be in before he was in Texas Tornadoes with Freddie Fender and whatnot. They got all these ladies, saying this is all censorship, and they're all spreading shit saying that all this shit happened to them that didn't exactly happen, but hey, it worked,
Thanks to Denise's net weight sold out quicker than Michael fucking Kors. But we'll not go there. There are three things that unite the Irish media, healers, public. But trying to stop our music have gone and done it. Sure, fuck it. At least we had DJ Ruby back behind the scenes. Where he belongs.
Hey lads. Sorry about that last night, so it is.
The fuck is bung?
So chop chop. Oh, feeling of it? No. Can't let go.
But the great thing about this is they're an actual, it's not a made up thing. They're an actual band and shit. They've been doing this for at least since 2017, I think. That's why they called it the Mostly True Story.
So this is actual material, like music material in this?
Yeah. You can you look them up and there's tons of live performances and stuff at different places. I guess wrote this story around it and everything,
The image of the leg kneecap thing in the background. It's like their slogan or something, or their logo.
Well, more or less, Kneecap is, shooting somebody in the kneecap. Like Juno back there with his cap on and everything, he almost looks like he's DJing back there anyway.
Yep.
Any ones? Probably gonna have to steal that one, so no one will ever know what I'm talking about. Or they should say, Fenny and Kneecap cunts.
Right. They recorded that conversation when those assholes were telling them they were going to sell drugs for them and stuff. The guy,
I was wondering what that was about.
he's like, "Is that me?" Like, you know, these guys are obviously dumb as fuck. You know.
It was in this moment JJ showed he had truly come in her low-life scumbag. Some impulsive, violent, utterly fucking pointless.
The Fenny and super cunt.
So these stooges, you know, they kidnap him, and then all of a sudden they realize, oh wait, who's coming out of the fucking, you know, shadows? He's hugging onto him like he thinks it's his real fucking dad, you know, or something. Yeah. Rosie said David Copperfield. That's what I used to call him that. Speak English. Fucking bitch. See, that was that old bitch. She burned the fucking garage up.
And it was at this moment
something about Georgia.
See, but he told him, his dad told him, you'll be face down in an alley. He didn't realize that was his dad at first, you know.
Ah, there's the sandals.
Yeah.
One gun to a kneecap.
The person who shoot you instead. Take your heads off. Yeah, the special branch. Just get serious. This
And it turns out that they were fucking like, you know, undercover assholes anyway, you know. Shit.
There's no way that guy's crawling. I guess he got shot in the ass.
The role of Arlo is played by Michael Fassbender. The role of Michael Fassbender is played by P. Rich. So he finally decided to, you know, turn himself in and everything.
The bullet should be the bullet. I mean, we hit better to be bullets or guns. But when the bullets are better to be bullets, it's just dark. But we are faced in the we'd found our last. Changa Hogan scaled that Hogan Nash.
So they said there was a bill that passed for that, and it says across the globe, an indigenous language dies every 40 days or something like that.
Definitely an interesting comedy drama. Nothing like a musical at all.
No, that's what I told you. You know, I mean,
So apparently that school teacher, he's been in 4 movies.
oh, okay.
Or a TV show. I think 2 TV shows and 2 movies, actually. What do you got planned for next week? Got anything planned for next week yet?
I'm throwing around some ideas. Next month, though, I'm gonna do Poseidon Adventure because Rosie requested that.
The original?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one thing, but I'm not sure yet what else. Though, I mean, the one thing that I'm thinking about possibly doing next week is a movie called Submarine, which I've told you about before, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet.
Okay.
And they actually, it was 94, I guess, when the kid was born, because they show a picture from that christening or whatever.
Yeah. Ashton is saying, thank God she didn't request the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, but P showed it, so you know.
I mean, as soon as we all hit play, just make sure we're all standing in the corner watching it, right?
That's the ending. Walking in a forest and they're standing in the corner looking like taking a piss.
I still, you know, I don't know. Some people have tried to say that the whole thing is really about the 2 guys wanting to kill Heather off, that it was a pre-planned thing. I don't know if I believe that or not.
I don't know what to believe, but I just know 3 idiots go out in the woods and they get mad at each other the whole time. That's it.
It's hot overrated garbage.
Well, I mean, if you watch that fucking sequel, it ain't no witch, it's aliens.
Yeah.
And something stomping around out in the woods.
Because originally they were supposed to show what the hell it was supposed to show. I don't know if it was a stick up someone's ass or something that we were supposed to see in the original film, but they fucked up because they were supposed to show the other. They were supposed to turn the camera the other angle, and you're supposed to see a quick glimpse of it. So that was their own fault that they fucked up the shot. on their own movie.
But you know, like in that fucking remake, you start seeing these fucking lights going through the fucking windows and shit in the house. You know, you can't tell me it's not fucking aliens. You know,
Or probably Pazuzu taking a ride with an alien up its ass with a stick.
Yeah, I remember sitting through that fucking painfulness. I just remember a bunch of stomping going around. And apparently, that was supposed to be a witch making all that stomping out in the woods.
what the fuck? Like, you know, it. I can't think of the guy's name that directed that sequel. You know, but he did like You're Next, which I thought was fucking great. And then I'm like,
Oh, Adam Willard or something like that.
yeah, Adam
Wingard.
Wingard. And it's like, dude, you made this fucking piece of shit. Like, what the fuck?
I'd find it a little hard to believe, but you never
Yeah.
know. Like, it could have been one of those deals where, like, it was like an obligation thing. You know, he could have been like signed on to do something. Like, well, look, we'll have you do this, but we're gonna have you do this Blair Witch Project movie later on, even if you want to do it or not. We want you to do it. Like shit like that happens sometimes.
Well, he did that fucking Kong versus Godzilla, and it was like, dude, you've sold out. And there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Shithouse wants.
Godzilla movies suck.
Yeah, Shithouse wants to do a Blair Witch Project, but good luck with that, Shithouse.
Shithouse.
Well, you know, Rosie, I like the first one. I'm not gonna say that, you know, I mean, it's something that I don't watch like often, but I mean, the fact that like I knew about that movie like you know months before it came out. I knew that it was a mockumentary, and then I saw it like I think about 4 months before it got the national release at a sneak preview. And this girl that I worked with, there was a bunch of us from work that, you know, we got to see it for free. This girl just flipped the fuck out at the end. She thought the whole thing was real, and it was, and that was worth it. You know, that just, oh my God, the police should be called. Oh my God, they killed this guy. Oh geez, you know, it was just great. It was, you know, she turns white as a sheet. And like, you know, I thought she was gonna have a stroke. You know.
Yeah, that's definitely the definition of can't take you anywhere.
And I had to calm her down. I was like, it's not real, it's fake. What? Like, I've known about this for months.
You should have been like, I'm not real, I'm fake. It's okay.
Well, no, but see, what really fucked it up was MTV, because they did a thing on movie websites, and they go, oh, and by the way, there's this movie that's going to come out soon called The Blair Witch Project. And they start talking about all this shit on the website and how they've done it up. And it's like, wow, you know, it's like, just fucking, you know, expose the business or whatever. You know? Ashton says if he had heard her screaming Josh one more time, he would have kicked in his TV. Well, no, what they should have done was used like a goofy voice, you know, gosh, you know, there you go, and then that way you wouldn't have kicked in your TV.
Yeah, goofy fruit booty voice.
Let's kill her, Mickey. You know, holy shit. The Walt Disney Blair Witch Project, you know. They all discover, like, you know, Walt Disney's cryogenically frozen body. Yeah.
I'd be interested.
Exactly, Brooke. That's what got it, was all the marketing and stuff. I mean, there were people though that I heard that literally were getting sick because of all the shakiness of the camera and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm getting vertigo.
They said that they think that you're supposed to be seeing it. It was like around the part where they're leaving, they're about to take all their shit and they're leaving by their car. That they see like behind them, that they said that the Blair Witch is behind them and shit.
Well, it would have been kind of cool if they showed it, and instead maybe they could have put in like a Dick Van Patten cameo or something. It's Dick Van Patten. Holy shit!
But I know Ashton says that he doesn't like found footage. It's just I'm the same thing. I don't really give two shits about found footage. I think that's my least favorite genre.
Yeah, I'm not really big on found footage.
It's just sometimes the shit can be boring or bad and exhausting at fucking times, especially the shaky cam bullshit. Gosh damn, that can make you puke if you see that in theaters.
Yeah, but I agree with Rosie. She says it's what you didn't see that was genius, the setting and the atmosphere with the lore and all that. But hey, we could all just watch fucking Twisters, How about that, We got some found footage of a tornado that we was driving by trying to get, That's some fucking found footage right there. You see some fucking cow go up in the fucking tunnel and shit, crashes through some kind of barn and shit.
Should call that genre found sewage.
Some guy gets picked up, then he gets dropped and impaled on like a, sharp picket fence, and stuff. Or on a, or some farmer that's freaking out. He's got his fucking pitchfork, and accidentally nails a cat, or something. It's like, oh fuck, Cloverfield was good though,
I liked it.
I didn't like it the first time I saw it because this friend of mine called me up like 15 minutes to midnight. And he was like, hey, you want to go see Cloverfield? It starts in like 15 minutes. So I'm going to drive by real quick and pick you up. So, I thought, okay. So we go and the fucking place is like packed. We had to sit on the fucking front row. And so that was an instant headache, the whole fucking show,
I had a bad time seeing that in theaters.
I didn't. Go ahead, Juno.
Because I had to deal with somebody's damn kid crying.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Boom. Yeah, that's handguns are not allowed, sir. What? No, I'm just kidding. Ashton said he watched Lake Mango or whatever it's called last year and almost fell asleep twice. That's the one you hate, right, Sean?
Lake Mango?
There's nothing happens in the movie at all. Literally nothing.
It's a horse's ass, boring found footage movie.
Very overhyped. It's another thing. Like, people always talk about that movie, and it's like, well, what is going on in the movie? Because I've tried watching it 2 times, and there's still nothing eventful going on in the movie at all.
It's like Skank Marine.
I could say there's a little bit more going for Lake Mungo than there is with Skinamarink. At least there's people in the movie. At least there's people in Lake Mungo.
Yeah. And you said that like Shudder had some bullshit live stream where they were giving Shudder money for this bullshit. Like what the fuck?
They were showing like, I guess, extra footage of the movie that they didn't show in the original one. They had a stream going, and people were dropping like $20, $30 super chats in the fucking chat. Like what? Like people really have nothing else better to do with their money sometimes. But then people are quick to bitch about how they don't have it.
Yeah, they waste their money on this boring piece of shit.
I'm sorry. There's nothing on YouTube to me that's worth a fucking red cent.
Well, it's like some of these people in this chronic community, man, and they're always, getting money from people and shit, and it's like, damn, I don't care if I get, any, kind of deal for us to make money, fuck that.
I mean, it's like, it's one thing if you want to pull in money for your channel, but to totally change your way of doing things too, and then like you just see how people change with that shit. They get to like a
Yeah.
certain amount of subscribers, then their fucking membership channel comes into play. That goes from $5 to fucking $10 and up, and I don't understand that. And I also don't understand that, like, if these people are actually friends, and why you charging money from your fucking friends. Like, it just, friends don't do that shit. At least
Right.
that's the definition of friends for me. Doesn't work that way, but I don't understand that. That's another thing I don't understand. How do you work all week long to come home, to go on YouTube, to go back to work?
Right.
Just don't get that. It's fucking stupid. This drains the fun out of everything.
Well, it's like if Rosie said she wanted to, see something, and I said sure, and then I go, that'll be $10, I mean, I wouldn't do that shit.
And also the Patreon shit too.
I forgot about that. I don't even hear people talking about Patreon anymore.
Yeah, it's still going around. Just depends. Hey, Juno, you said you had Hulu, right?
Yeah, I had Hulu.
Yeah, Nora's on there now, man.
All right.
So I'm gonna have to check that out. See if it was worth the hype.
Yeah, see what's the fucking hype of that movie.
I mean, Sean, we were lucky. Juno he took one for the team and watched that. Amelia, Perez.
That motherfucking movie that did not deserve to be on that fucking Oscar nomination. Horse's ass movie.
I don't know what that is.
It's Amelia Perez. It's about a cartel guy who tries to get away from the cartels, and he turns into a transgender woman.
Wow, that sounds fucking
And what's so
painful.
fucking bad that it's supposed to be a crime drama movie? They have these motherfucking bad musical numbers. It turns into a fucking musical number after we're like, oh, we're supposed to see this motherfucker he's a cartel turning into a fucking transgender, and there's musical numbers during that part. Oh, and then we have to have like weird fucking scenes with everybody doing weird performance. Even Zoe Saldana is fucking weird in the movie. Selena Gomez is fucking randomly in the film, whatever. And the lead character was supposed to sympathize her, like, oh, we have to feel bad for that character, even though the character is a fucking murderer and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like a very strange movie. I would never watch that.
Gosh, dude, I saw that. That was the most piece of shit movie out there. It was like 2 hours and a half of bullshit. And I'm like, this garbage got nominated.
Well, at least you didn't gouge your eyes out or anything,
Yeah.
So
I'm just glad that piece of shit didn't win.
Ashton said he watched Nora last night after watching the new episode of Daredevil. So how was it, Ashton? But no spoilers, just yay or nay.
Don't spoil Ashton. I'm serious. I'm hyped up for that next episode.
No, I'm talking about not that. I'm talking about Nora. Was it yay or nay? I watched Daredevil last night. I didn't watch it.
Oh, I don't give a shit about Nora.
Well, I do. I want to know why. I mean, I was interested. I was interested in seeing it before all the fucking Oscar hype hit it, because at first I couldn't remember the name, and I'm like, "The fuck is this?" And I go, "Oh, it's that one about that prostitute and the Russian dude." How the fuck can that get nominated for like Best Picture and shit? I'm just like, okay, that's weird.
Oh, it's a Sean Baker movie. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, because the fucking Oscars are fucking faggots, and they don't want to nominate horror movies. They don't want it. They always shit on them all the time. So fuck those assholes.
Ashley says it was good. It took time to get going. Okay, well, I can deal with that. I haven't seen all of Sean Baker's movies, but I did like Florida Project, although I thought it was a little flat in places. I don't know.
Who's that? Who's that dude?
Well, he made that. He made this one called Tangerine, which he filmed on an iPhone or some shit. And he's you know, I don't know how to really describe him. Sean, you can, degrade him.
I don't see what the big deal is with the guy.
Okay.
I don't like. I haven't seen all of his work. To me, like how you just said, the Florida Project falls flat in certain areas. I don't see what the big deal is. It's not like I hate everything he does or whatever, but it's just like, well, what's the big deal with this guy? I don't get it. To me, it sounds like he knows the right people.
Could be. Did you see Florida Project though, Sean?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. Willem Dafoe is really good. I mean, he carries it, a lot. I mean, because more or less he used non-actors except for like Willem Dafoe and stuff. And I think a lot of it was improvised. I think that's kind of why they think of his sort of genius or whatever. But I don't know about this one or whatever. And after reading about Tangerine, I just really was like, yeah, I don't want to fucking see this movie. So, I never saw that one.
I don't know who the fuck that director is until you said he directed Anora. Like, I never knew who the fuck that was because I know like directors like Alex Garland and Robert Eggers. Like, I know those directors, but I never knew who that was.
Well, Juno, that means you have to bone up. Damn it, you got to get on the ball.
It's just because I don't like most of these modern movies. They're just overhyped bullshit. They gotta over milk the motherfucker. They always gotta gouge our eyes up.
Yeah, it seems like ever since 2019 and with
that was the last good year.
It's like with the Oscars though, it's like from when Bong Joon-ho won, Best Picture for Parasite, which I think he deserved it, but then it's like Brendan Fraser and Whale. Oh, an A24 movie wins something. And now it's just like, all right, we don't care if there's actually quality here. Let's just get recognition to new filmmakers and all these new smaller studios and everything. It's just like, does anybody give a shit about quality anymore? Anybody?
Right.
Oh, let's do something different because we never do it this way. Okay, I'm all for that, but Jesus Christ, something has to be good to watch too, right?
Yeah.
And most of the time, they end the movie very stupidly.
Yeah,
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean, as far as the movies go, I'm not even the type of person to jump on movies when they come out right away. I usually give it some time. I usually don't see a lot of newer movies till a few months later. Everyone jumps on new movies and then they say well, I don't really like new movies. And why are you going and watching these new movies? I just don't understand why people do that. But yeah, I usually wait till a later time to watch a lot of newer stuff. I think the last newest movie I watched might have been Companion. That was probably the last modern newer movie I probably watched, but I mean that, and I guess Nosferatu, but that's more last year. Or I think Companion might have been last year too.
You know what's weird though? I was talking to Jimmy about this, and since you did mention 2019, I said to him a couple of days ago, I said, really, I think the whole thing, because we were talking about movie length and how sometimes this shit that's 3.5 hours, it's I can't watch that sort of thing. I mean, if I go to the theater, I can sit through it, but I can't do it at home for some reason.
Yeah.
I think that's all because like when the pandemic started, we got used to just watching, stuff that was shorter and all that stuff. And it's like, what the fuck, And, I mean, I don't know. And I'm just looking at something right now, like The Lodge. I forgot that came out in 2019. A lot of people love that. I thought that movie sucked. I hated it.
Yeah, I gave it a shot. I didn't do much for me. People were calling it a Christmas horror movie too, and that's why I was like, "Is this really a
Yep.
Christmas horror movie? Because where's the theme? Where's the Christmas theme?"
Yeah, Brooke, I did see Hard Eyes about maybe a week and a half ago, and I thought it was fucking great. I liked it a lot. Only thing that I think people are probably gonna like cap on the ending and shit, which is bullshit. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I liked it. It had a good mix of kind of, horror and comedy, and there's several twists that you don't see coming. And I thought it was pretty decent. And I did like Companion, Sean. Did you like Companion?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I am kind of tired of AI movies at this point.
Same here.
I just, like how much more can you really ride on? But like watching the movie, there's some things you could tell that logically they did not think out very well. Like with the
Right.
fact that, like, you just killed a cop and you took the fucking cop's car. Sorry, headquarters is gonna know about that in a couple minutes. But when you take the logic out of movies, like I try to pull those things apart sometimes, and
Yeah.
like I can do that. But like, yeah, I did enjoy the movie. I thought like some of the dialogue and the interactions were done very well, and even like the look of the guy's girlfriend with the white eyes and everything like that, that can be pretty creepy at times, like when he's like telling her to shut down and everything. And then once you find out like the actual twist going on of them trying to kill this drug dealer and take his money and all this stuff, but it's just one person lying to another person.
I just, re-seeing the trailer for Heretic, that the girl that plays that AI, in Companion, that's one of the girls in there. And I was like,
Right.
oh, shit, okay.
What's her name? Sophie Thatcher, I think her
Yeah,
name
that's
is.
it. Yeah.
I still gotta see Heretic. Damn it.
Yeah, I got to see it too. It's up on Max now. So.
But
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, I heard Hugh Grant is good in it. I still need to see it.
Yeah, it's definitely something that'll take I mean, without spoiling anything, it seems like it can take a while for it to take off, but once it does, it kind of does have like a nice reveal on it.
I mean, the most recent thing I saw was that movie called Werewolves. Oh God.
Is that Blumhouse movie or something?
Oh God.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Frank Grillo's good. I mean, it's basically just an action movie with werewolves. It's kind of ridiculous, but I have a theory on it that in about 10 years, people are gonna be like, "Oh man, this movie's fucking great," Which it wasn't bad, but I mean, it could have just been done so much better. It was one of those where it had an interesting premise, but it kind of, and I don't know, and it was weak. The ending was real strange. It wasn't like they left something open, but there was just this really weird sequence of about 5 seconds, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just see? And I rewound it, and it's like you literally don't really see anything. That was the thing, but there's something going on. It was just the way they did it. I was like, okay, this is weird. What the fuck, So I don't know.
It looks like Lou Diamond Phillips is in it.
Yeah, he's not in
I
it.
haven't seen that dude in a while.
Yeah.
But like, I like how they're trying to sell this as like Frank Grillo and werewolves, as if the average person knows who Frank Grillo is.
Like that's an actor I don't mind. It just like I would give him a better project than that fucking horse shit.
Right. I mean, I think he's a decent character actor and stuff. Hey, Greg, how's it going? We're pretty much done for the night. Probably getting out of here in a few minutes.
Because they did a few Purge movies after he was in the second and third movie, but when they did the ones without him, I thought those sucked. Because I thought he was pretty good in that series.
Oh yeah, he's fucking great in that second one, man. I love that one. The Anarchy. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's just after that, like in the third one, they just pretty much gave him like shit titles to work in.
He was
Yeah,
in
he's
this.
like,
Oh, go
isn't
ahead.
he like
John.
one of those like stunt actors? Like he's like someone who's like, you know,
Similar to Scott Adkins.
yeah, or like a Jason Statham. Like, you know, he's
Yeah.
like a stunt actor kind of. Like he can handle all those like, you know, high action, high octane type of movies. Which like I've always liked him in everything I've seen, but like I just like how they're putting his name on this movie. Like, oh, Frank Grillo's in it. We gotta go see this. Who?
It was good though. I mean, in some ways, it wasn't like, oh, wow, this really sucked. But it wasn't. It was, I guess, okay for a watch. But like I said, in about 10 years, people are going to clamor for this thing. I just have this weird feeling. Oh yeah, it's fucking good.
Yeah, you might be right, dude. I mean, right now it's got a 4.4 on IMDb.
Because I mean, you know how people are,
Shit.
man. We forget about movies, and then sometimes it's our fault because we'll resurrect some. It's like, I've never seen this. Fuck, that was good.
Yep.
Something.
Yeah, Greg Brewer's in the chat. What's up,
Yeah,
Greg?
I said hello to Greg and whatnot. I'm glad he's here, and glad everybody
Hey,
was here.
what's up, Greg?
And everybody that's still hanging out with us, and stuff.
Yeah, like the one.
I gotta call it a night here in a couple minutes. I'm coming up
Okay.
on
Yeah.
1 a.m.
Yeah, no problem.
The one more thing is that the problem with new movies, they always have to be 3 fucking hours. Which most of the time they have a lot of filler bullshit in there, like 20 or 30 minutes of bullshit that could have just been in a deleted scene or some crap. Because there's like useless ass parts in some of those 3-hour movies. And I'm like, oh, we got to fit all this bullshit into a 3-hour fucking movie.
I think the last 3-hour movie I watched might have been Oppenheimer or Beau Was Afraid. One of those two.
Oh
One of
God,
those.
man! Don't even get me started on Beau Was Afraid. I mean, my whole consensus is that I liked it. It's weird as fuck, but that last 20 minutes is a struggle.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
it is supposed to be. It is supposed to be him, like him spinning through his mind. Apparently, that's what that's supposed to represent. But it could have been cut down by a lot.
Well, but I mean, I swear, like I was with like this friend of mine because he kept going, "Oh, let's go see this," and I said, "Dude, I don't think you know what you're getting into, because you know how I feel about Midsummer." And I told him, I said, "I don't like, I said I like, this guy's movies, but I didn't like his last one, and I don't know about this one." And I said, in a almost 3.5 hour runtime. And he's all, "Oh, it'll be good, and so, so we go. And I mean, I'm liking it, it's just weird as shit. But that last 20 minutes, I mean, I'm actually like sitting there and I'm fidgeting. I'm just like this, I'm just all tense up. And he goes, "You okay?" And I said, "We need to get the fuck out of here," because I said, "This shit is slower than molasses and this needs to end now." And he goes, "Oh, well, it should be ending fairly soon." And I'm like, "Man," I go, "I am fucking bored out of my mind. I'm likely to strangle the person in front of us. I just don't want to be here."
I didn't see it until I picked up the Blu-ray, and I even had trouble. Like there was even times where I was like, "Yeah, I'm about to fast forward through this because this is just the same shit." But man, there was just a lot of instances and scenarios in that movie that were just fucking hilarious.
Oh, there were. I mean, god damn, when he's taking that bath and then that motherfucker's hanging on the ceiling and you're like, "What the fuck?"
And his spit's falling on him.
Yeah. I mean, I was just like, holy shit,
But I just love that, like, every day he wants to get back into his apartment. It's like this whole fiasco. He's got to get around all these crazy gang members to get back into his apartment.
Like a tattoo meth head's like running after him to the door. So he has to like Usain Bolt all the way to the fucking door.
That movie cracked me up, man. But yeah, that movie could have went with like maybe an hour less. They could have probably cut an hour out of that movie.
Yep.
I mean, thank God it was no fucking Crimson Peak, though. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
That's the hill I was dying on that one, because that thing is fucking boring as a motherfucker.
Visually, the movie's pretty cool. That's what
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I can give Crimson Peak. Visually, it looks pretty cool, but when you're watching, it's just like, wow, there's no substance here. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of things, though, I just remembered Saturday at 1 p.m. Central, 2 Eastern, I will be on Jim's channel on his next episode of Shooting the Shit with Jim and me, I guess. So yeah, I forgot about that. So I'll be doing that on Saturday and all. So everybody, come on by, stuff, because it'll be early and all that good stuff. So,
Yep.
Well, at least hopefully if Jim has power and things like that, which I hope, But yeah, I guess we'll get on out of here because no one else will be here like another hour just talking stuff. But I really do appreciate everybody coming out tonight and checking this out, and I hope you guys liked it. Sean, you seem to have liked it somewhat when you figured out it wasn't exactly a musical.
Yeah, it turned out to be better than I thought. Like, I just didn't know what to make of it from what I'm reading up with it, and then I'm looking at the trailer. I'm like, this don't look like a musical, though. Like, what am I? But no, I enjoyed it for what it is. It's not something that's like typically up my alley, but yeah, I liked it. It turned out to be better than I thought it was.
Well, you know me, I'm the outsider of the group. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, appreciate everybody as always for coming out, and all the people that are going to do the rewatches, especially Todd Christian, because I always give him a shout out. Try to remember to give him a shout out and stuff and whatnot. Oh yeah, you had something scheduled on my birthday, but how's your schedule right now? What are you doing?
There's nothing lined up right now. I forget what I had scheduled. I don't know. I was looking at things I was thinking about because the Changeling will be 45 years old. April, I think we got American Psycho has an anniversary. Stephen King's Cat's Eye has an anniversary. I can't really think off the top of my head. When's your birthday again?
The
12th, right? Yeah, that's that would have been Cat's Eye actually. But yeah, I need to redo that again. Like, I know it's supposed to be there, but I just need to go back and do it again. But yeah, eventually I want to try to get the Batman movies done because I know Todd Christian himself, he requested The Dark Knight, so I figure we'll just go through all three of them. But I want to get that done at some point, and but yeah, it's eventually, I would say try to share out Todd's channel for anyone who's into like graphic novels, comic books, and stuff. Like, he does stuff like that on his channel where he'll have someone like presenting a comic book or whatever, and some of that content can be pretty interesting. I'm not exactly a big comic book person, but the whole idea, the whole concept of it, pulls me in, and at the same time, he's a supportive person, so I try to support his channel when I can.
Yeah, he's really cool. So everybody's cool. Well, there's a few exceptions, but anyway. But yeah, so I just want to say everybody, thanks again for coming out and all, and you got anything, Juno? Sorry,
I'm in the same boat as you, Texas. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. I gotta pick a movie, but I know next month I'm gonna do the second Boondock Saints. If you want to join with us, Sean, for that one, I'm gonna plan that for April.
I've never seen the second one, so that would give me an excuse to do so.
Yep. See you later, green beans.
Night, everybody.
So, all right, everybody. Have a good night.
Tell me something about you. Something you've never told anyone else.
I'm a rapper. There are 80,000 native Irish speakers in Ireland.
Fuck! I chiad gan teanga ach la náisiún.
3 of us have become rappers.
You might know the words, but you don't understand the language.
It's when you real for horse from Kyo.
There's a go studio, like,
What?
agus wrench beats.
Can you like? Well, you hear Abbey Roadie? Abbey what? Agus Showboys and Roland 808. Janar sy'n argyr by as rhyw like for Kyoto if we like grammar when she's blast us bin the dahri sy'n hip-hop good John and your. Do I look like I want to read subtitles? Ian, dog, tree.
Consider this here's the knock at the door before the knock at the door. Him and his wee pals' music. It's drawn attention from all the wrong places.
Nothing but a H-double-O-D, low-life scum.
We'll end up face down in an alley.
You have a life, a career, a future. Remember, I can take it all away from you like that.
Special delivery.
No more music. Every day I am not captured is a psychological victory against the occupiers.
Kneecap, so-called Irish language rappers promoting antisocial behaviour and violence.
Stay for the talk of enough time, it's just used to.
I never want to see you again.
I never want to see you again.
Well, look who it is. Bone thugs and no harmony.
But those hoots have to say this city doesn't need to be hearing.
He's here asserting his right to speak Irish.
A Belfast band has been criticised for chanting anti-British slogans.
Gach focal Gaelic literature. A pillar, a skilter or some search in the heron. Agus Billy or Shillavik.
Why don't you just speak the Queen's English? Well, come on, let's go. We'll see the fucking cranial doctor and trainer again.